It is all about Fettuccine Cookie here today, my friends. We're going to talk a little bit about why this particular cookie again in one of our greatest, newest topping guides, plus biscuit guides, as we like to say here in today's episode. Thank you for tuning in as always. As we break down Fettuccine Cookie for you, we're going to give you the biscuits, we're going to give you the toppings, and then we're going to go for a run with this lovely cookie here today. So thank you for tuning in. If you got a question or comment throughout, do let me know, because I love to hear from you, and feel free to join us in the Discord server. We've got a great, amazing community there. I can't thank everyone enough. All right, so here's what we got going on. Fettuccine Cookie. We've done Fettuccine Cookie pretty recently, but many of you are searching for this one here on my channel and watching it a ton, so I wanted to give you a refresh. That is why I'm doing Fettuccine Cookie right now. And on top of that, this cookie is heavily used. Now, a couple things about Fettuccine Cookie, whether you're new, returning, all that fun stuff, or a veteran in terms of CookieRun Kingdom here, this is a defense cookie. It is a frontliner cookie. Now, a couple things about Fettuccine Cookie in particular here is this moveset, Unstable Fettuccine. I like it. 12-second cooldown. Fettuccine Cookie taunts enemies and smacks them down with her giant fettuccine arms, dealing damage, making the enemies prone to earth type damage and reducing their attack. Next, she restores her HP and gains a fettuccine wraps buff. This slightly confused cookie's unstable aura reduces enemies' attack within its range and restores the team's HP after a given number of enemies within said range are defeated. Now, the more Fettuccine Cookie's max HP is reduced, the more her damage resist increases. Once per battle after being defeated, Fettuccine Cookie becomes immortal and decreases enemies' attack speed with her unstable aura at the expense of her own attack speed for the duration of her immortal state. Now, while Fettuccine Cookie is using her skills, she will become resistant to interrupting effects here. Now, unstable Fettuccine damage is 700% plus of attack, healing at 89.6% of attack every 1 second of 7 seconds, taunt for 12 seconds, so don't forget Fettuccine has taunt, enemy attack there for minus 20% for 8 seconds, earth type damage plus 12.5% for 8 seconds, Fettuccine wraps max HP at 30% damage, resist plus 15%, healing received 30% for 10 seconds. Unstable aura, enemy attack minus 15% for 5 seconds. Healing plus 25 for 27.5% of defense when times 3 enemies are defeated. And healing is capped at 200% of target's max HP. Unstable state, immortality for 5 seconds. Attack speed minus 50%, fortified unstable aura, enemy attack speed minus 20% for 5 seconds, passive damage resist plus 3% for each minus 2% of Fettuccine Cookies, max HP capped at 30%. Ooh, we got a lot going on with this cookie. One of the reasons why she is played so much and works so well in your runs and your teams. Now, a couple things as you saw me call out there were in particular for purpose, because that is going to give you an idea of why the toppings, why all the key information that we're going to share with you here today. All right, so first and foremost, Beascuits, because Beascuits is the #1 thing here with the new Beast Yeast. Here I do have a legendary. My other legendary isn't quite, I mean, they're the same, essentially. I can go ahead and reset here. But in particular, right now, we're going to leave it because I do like the damage resist on Fettuccine Cookie. We'll show that here in a second. Obviously, you're going to want to level these up. You can go to level 20. We have a few of them right now, but more the merrier. Now, the other thing is the more of these you can get, the better. We can obviously attune, go after them that way, or also, like I mentioned, reset. So I always like to call it out for you. Now, the biggest thing here is you're going to get that huge pickup of that 4.5% as you level it up for both attack and HP. You're going to get more, which is really helpful. You can end up with 20 and 25 here, like you see with that one. Now, the big pieces to consider, though, are these bonus effects. These are truly, truly key here for you. The higher that you can get, the better, obviously. A couple things with Fettuccine Cookie. Attack is big. You saw a lot of those buffs off attack that is going to be even better for you. I do like damage resist bypass, but even on a defensive cookie, we're not necessarily looking for that in particular. Obviously, Fettuccine Cookie is an amazing tank, so if you wanted to go down that path, you could. Obviously, if you're on attack too, that could be something there for you. Damage resist is always big. Cooldown is going to be very, very important here. HP is very important as well. So those ones in particular are all very, very helpful for this cookie. You can make it even more of a tank. Adding that cooldown down in can be very, very helpful. Now, you want to pair this with your topping ideas, and we're going to move over to the toppings now because it's important in terms of two things when it comes to this particular cookie. So now when it comes to toppings, we certainly recommend that you're going to want to be on, yes, resonant toppings. This cookie is good enough to use your resonant, so we're going to go ahead and grab those here first. I know many of you always ask me about these, so we're going to use them up here if you're looking for where they're at. Certainly usables here. The nice thing after some of the updates here is here's our cheese ones. If you're curious on who get them, you can see them right here. We got fettuccine. We're going to go okay. Now, two ways that you can go with this particular cookie. You could go on cooldown. You could keep that motion going there with the healing, those kinds of things, and you can go on more damage resist and reduce the damage. So two kinds of thoughts there, and that's why I said it matters in terms of that topping for the Beascuits. I in particular enjoy a very, 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 very defensive fettuccine cookie. I know other players, particularly some in the Discord server that's mentioned this before, you can go check it out, like the Radiant cheese chocolate in terms of those cooldowns. So I'm actually going to go claim 5 here. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to build out this cookie, but I did want to cover off on that for you so that you had some ideas, because I know it's very, very important to think about it from that perspective. We are on solid already, but again, and here's our cooldown one. However, we do want to have and leverage our cheese ones there because that is very, very important for us as we think about making our cookie that much better. Let's go ahead and find our filter here. There we go. We want to get rid of those, and there's that. So here's our resonant, so we can grab multiple upgrades. That's the fastest way to do it. Nope, we got a filter here again. Let's go to resonant. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna go to 12. There we go, auto upgrade. All right, so as we wait here, again, wanted to cover off on those pieces. Why do we go with resonant? Because you're only gonna get even better stuff, which can be really, really helpful for you in terms of what we want to do. And having the cooldown set as well isn't a bad idea. However, again, if you only got one choice, I would go with this. The defense is going to be a little bit better for you over the long haul. The cooldown is going to be great, but it's also very specific on things. So let's go ahead and get these in here. So we're going with this strategy. So when we do this one on the other side, you're probably going to want to focus a little bit more on cooldown. That can blend the two together there. And again, this initial cooldown has a unique initial cooldown calculation for 1 second, which is really, really nice there too. And then when you see our toppings here, we got great damage resist, but with it comes these things. Enhanced attack and enhanced cooldown, which is big. We got more damage resist if we want there as well, and then you can see those other ones. Now we do lose defense and we lose HP, so keep those things in mind, because you can get that back when you go back to the regular set. That could be very, very important for you, which is why I wanted to call that out, because that is one thing that you do lose and can make a big difference on your particular cookie. Now, if you want to learn more about those bonus effects as well, you can go and check out this little hashtag or little thing that will kick you over to what you can get from the different appearances and those kinds of things as well when it comes to these particular cookies and bonus effects, which is nice. So just an additional tip to call out there. A couple things here again. So when you look at mine, I got lots of damage resist, lots of damage resist. We got cooldown, more damage resist, and lots of resist. So tons and tons of resist. If you look at my damage resist, I'm at 42%, which is crazy. When we go all the way back now, you can look at my cookie. This thing has 6% here, plus another 47 at 55% damage resist. We're gonna really drop a lot of that, which is crazy. We do have some attack there, so about 10%, so that's going to lift everything else up that we talked about. A little bit of HP. We're going to get the big boost off the Beascuits, so again, that combination gives us an advantage there in terms of some of those, again, resonant toppings, which is why I wanted to call it out, and wanted to spread some of those key substats that you should be looking for across. So that is my fettuccine cookie. Let's go ahead and go for a run with this one here. We'll see if we can get by, as we always do, and try here. 829 on hard mode. And let's go ahead and get into it here. We'll see if our cookie can run it all by herself. And let's grab fettuccine cookie, and there we go. We'll remove con. 225. This cookie should be able to just hank it here. So let's go ahead and see. Look at that fast cooldown. That's so huge when you go into it right off the gate. Look at that. Boom. Gone. Fettuccine cookie all the way here, my friends. Look at this. Incredible. Running through dark mode. How far do you think we could go with fettuccine cookie in dark mode? Pretty crazy there, huh? All right, let's see. Super fun, super fun. Look at this. Now, again, we could go down on that cooldown route. We have pretty good cooldown here. Regardless, as you can see, we're at 9 seconds, which isn't terrible. Again, you could cut that down a lot and get all those additional things going with the wraps and everything else. And then don't forget, as the health drops, that damage just goes up another 30%. So we're over 55%. You could literally get up to like 85%, which is wild here, at least with my particular build that we have with fettuccine, not really taking any damage, which is crazy. And there you have it, my friends. We have now dropped the boss in 829 here of dark mode and sold it here for you today. So that is all she wrote and all she wrapped, as we like to say here, for fettuccine cookie. And in terms of our episode here today, we've covered, and certainly covered, a lot in our topping guide. We gave you some background on fettuccine cookie, a little bit of why we're doing this one here today. Additionally, covered the biscuits and toppings of choice for you. Talked about the resonant. Definitely put resonant on this cookie. An amazing cookie, very powerful one right now as well. And went for a run with fettuccine. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you still have a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you as always. On top of that, would love to see you in the Discord server. You can ask there. We've got a great community. Like I said, come ask on the Choco set as well for the cooldown if you're curious. And with that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. And on top of that, thank you to our members. I appreciate that. We have memberships available to you down below. It's got icons, emotes, gives you access, those kinds of things as well, and priority. And additionally, we do have affiliate links. You can check those out here. It's a nice way, something for everyone, as I like to say. And social, stay connected. I love to see your stuff. At me, chat me, post your pictures of your kingdom fan art. We love it. With that, again, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Best of luck with your fettuccine cookie. It's a great one. On top of that, keep on running, my friends, and we'll see you again soon here. Take care.